Peace and innumerable blessings. My name is Jeannette and welcome to this video where I'm going to give you a couple of suggestions to support you and your children and work on this June 28th, first quarter Libra moon. So let's get into it. Actually, wait. Before we get into it, I want to say thank you to my patrons. Thank you for those supporting me. Thank you for sharing the energy of abundance with me. Piper, thank you, Camille. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you, Afia. Forgive me, Afia. Forgive me for messing up your name, but thank you. Thank you. I send the energy of abundance back to you. I pray you're blessed. And thank you. Let's get into it. My name is Jeannette. I offer simple rituals to support you and your children in connecting with divinity, with nature, with self, because we're all connected with nature and divinity and hopefully ourselves. But rituals is a simple way to experience and enjoy this connection. So, first things first, parents, love yourselves. Before getting into anything, it's intense and cancer kind of ratchets up the emotional intensity, especially if you have kids. You might already be having some childhood trauma sitting on your lap asking to be acknowledged, and then you have a kid too, or maybe you have more than one. I don't know what goes on, but it's not easy. So before doing anything, make sure that you're doing something kind to yourself before your feet hit the floor. Maybe you're massaging your hands. Maybe you're massaging your feet. Maybe you're massaging your shoulders. Maybe you're hugging yourself before you get out of the bed. Maybe you're laying there and saying, I appreciate myself because I made a peach crumble and it was banging. You're doing something kind and loving for yourself before you go out the bed. Because it's important to comfort yourself. It's important to nourish yourself. It's important to nourish yourself and nurture yourself and feed yourself as much as possible, because the more we love on ourselves, the more we have to give others. And that is important. It's so important in this time. Because children are feeling a lot. We're feeling a lot, but kids feel it too, and they may not have the words. So, which gets to the second thing is make sure that you're being kind and compassionate with yourself so you can be kind and compassionate with your kids. They need hugs right now. They need extra hugs, extra compassion, because it's not easy. It's not easy. It is not easy. So, yeah. Here are the remaining two suggestions. That kind of threw me off because it's this needs to be said. Okay, let's say it again. Let's do it. So, the first suggestion is to focus on building a relationship with Mother Nature, with your kids. Because as we move forward, it's important that we anchor ourselves in nature, because nature is going to be what helps us move forward and together. She also has a lot of lessons to teach us around how to be more kind, more present, more unified and harmonious. And it's important that we open the door to that. So here's how I like to do it. And sometimes your kids might need to see you do this. I like to pour a libation. I like to get some water in a pitcher, hold it to my heart, express my gratitude to Mother Nature for all she does, and then pour it out on the earth. My eldest likes this. If he's up, if he's around, he does it with me. He'll hold the little pitcher, because I have a little glass pitcher from IKEA. He'll hold it to his heart, speak words of gratitude in it, and then we go out in the balcony and pour it over. If you don't have a balcony where you can pour it out on a houseplant. If you don't have a houseplant and you're too far up, go down and pour it on the concrete. Nature is wherever you are. Nature provides the buildings we live in, the clothes on our butt, the food that we eat. It is everywhere. Pour it onto the ground, knowing that concrete, brick, it's all nature. And it's going back to nature. And Mother Nature receives your gratitude with love. That's the first suggestion. The second suggestion is like with everything breaking down, and some of us kind of like in this sort of weird bubble of holding with our kids. Some of us are in confinement. Like I'm still in confinement. Some of us are not. A lot of systems are breaking down. Talk to your kids about what they would like to see going forward in society. This is a great conversation, especially if you've been talking about what's been going on around protests, around COVID. Some of your kids may not be going back to school. Talk to them about what they would like to see. What would they like school to be like when they go back? What would they like to be learning? What would they like to be doing? What, when they go see their friends, if they're not seeing their friends, what would they like to be doing? What would they like their friendships to be like? Now is a time where we're reimagining society in the future. And the kids are society in the future, and they are the future. And it's important to ask them what they would like to see and what they would like to experience moving forward. And so as you have this conversation with them, you can kind of even take it a little further. You can create some sort of futuristic vision board with tinfoil. You can plant a seed in the garden thinking about this is our future. These are like all the friendships where you guys are going to play more and you're going to run together and you're going to We're going to put this in some dirt and we're going to water it and nurture it like the future. Nurture our future together. You could think of a million different ways that speaks the language of your child's innate creativity in creating the future. What do I mean by that? They're like kids like to do certain things. My kids love to build. They love to build. They also like their hands in some dirt. So planting a seed, even if you don't have a seed, take a bean, germinate it with this intention, and then stick it into earth and see what it does. They also love to build, Lord. They love to build and boom down. So think about what your kid loves to do. Maybe they love to sew. Maybe they love to draw. Maybe they love to sing. Write a song. Sing out your future together. Find a way that speaks to what they love to do that allow them thinking about what they want society to look like going forward. So that's that. Thank you so much for watching. I pray these suggestions have been a blessing to you and to your family. And I look forward to seeing you for the Capricorn Full Moon. Be kind to yourself and be kind to each other. And I will see you soon. Stay blessed. Peace.